Hey guys, this is Gene at DNS Bait. This report is current as Friday the 30th here. We do have some special hours for this holiday weekend. Saturday will be open from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Monday the holiday will be open from 5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you guys have a good, safe holiday, and we'll see you around, hopefully out here fishing. As far as the fishing report goes, water temperatures on the chain have warmed back up into the 80-degree area. Muskie bite that was going pretty good over here on Monona Waubesa seems to have tamed down here again, and a lot of that is because some of the guys stop fishing when the water gets so warm. Perch fishermen on Lake Mendota, there aren't a lot of guys left out there. There's a handful of local guys, and they are doing pretty decent at times. It's not every time they go out, but a lot of times when they go out, they do very well, even getting limits of fish. And the size of the fish, you got little tiny ones that you don't want, and we've got fish up to 11 inches. This last week I had several reports, guys say they caught some of the biggest average catches of the year so far, and just in the last couple of weeks here. And again, there's not a lot of guys out there. The fish that they are catching seem to be right on the weed lines, 11, 12, 14 feet of water, depending where you're at. Down on the University shoreline has been a good area to fish. Over by Second Point, over by Spring Harbor. I've heard some up by Governor's Island. I've even heard some over on the weed line towards the state park from Governor's Island. You just got to get out there and look around and find them. When you find them, they seem to still be cooperating quite well. Over on Lake Monona, the bluegill fishermen, it's really a mixed bag over there. Some days the fish just don't want to do much, and some days they just bite like crazy. Some good areas to look out from Hudson Park, where the Hare River comes in, over by the rock pile at Squaw Bay, B.B. Clark Beach on the north shore there, over by Olin, Turville Point area, and anywhere from the weed edge, which those fish seem to be on the smaller side, out to about 45 feet of water, in which they're down 15 feet or so, 12 to 20 anyway. You got to kind of just drift along, catch those suspended fish, and it's kind of a mixed bag of small bluegills, some decent bluegills, even some bigger bluegills, and occasionally a crappie or two. Perch fishermen are still taking a few perch on Monona at times. Again, that action's been hit or miss. You either really pound them real well or you don't do good at all. And those fish are still on the weed lines, the rock pile, Turville, Squaw Bay, or not Squaw Bay, but Turville area, Olin Park area, again, the rock pile. And then some over on East Shore once in a while, too, over by Obrick, that area. Lake Waubesa, I've been hearing still some nice bluegills out in deeper water, anywhere from like 15 to 20 feet of water, kind of out from the Hog Island area. And there's some bluegills on the weed edges in several areas, down towards Christie's and over towards the Green Lantern. There's some crappies suspended out in deeper water, out from Rockford Heights and Babcock, out in that area. They're down about 12, 15 feet or so. And bass fishermen on the chain have been complaining a little bit lately again. I don't hear a lot of action or very consistent bass action. The smallmouth on Mendota have been shallow. The largemouth on the rest of the chain seem to be on the deeper weed edges and not always biting, and they seem to be really scattered, not schooled up really, from what I've been hearing. That's about it for right now. So you guys got any questions, you can call me at the store, 608-241-4225. If you're on the road, you can use the phone line for fishing reports, 244-3474. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later.